What's up, world? It's your girl, comedian Miss Arkansas, and we are zooming through this pandemic. Yes, that do not mean we're going fast. It only means we're going through it together. So stick together and we'll make it through this together. So with that being said, I have a very, very special guest on with me today. He's an actor and he's a hilarious comedian, a promoter, and a producer. My good friend, Mr. Al Dipmore.
Hey, what's up, girl? How you doing?
I'm blessed, and yourself?
Good, good. Appreciate this opportunity.
Yes, sir. Anytime. That's who I'm calling on all my friends if I don't get nobody else.
Well, you got plenty of us. You know that. We got nothing but love for you. You know that.
Amen. So how you and your family dealing with this shutdown, lockdown, whatever they want to call this thing we going through?
You know what? Actually, we've been blessed, thank God. You know, we've been blessed. Because, I work a day job and we had to leave St. Patrick's Day. But I had to go back in on the 4th of May, and I've been back working 6 days a week ever since, still trying to find time to write and get on stages or whatever. But I was getting paid the whole time, so nothing changed for me. My lifestyle didn't change, just dealing with the crowds and the change and the new norm. That's about it. It's different, but thank God, it really didn't have an effect on us.
Thank God for that, Whew, look. I be turning my air off because I be thinking I can hear it and other people can hear it. They be like, I don't hear nothing. But if it bothers me, that's enough. So I ain't having no hot flash, y'all.
It's either what I was getting ready to say is either hot flashes and Vegas heat.
No, that's what I'm finna say. Ain't no hot flash. It's just hot in Vegas. But so thank God you're doing good, staying safe and covered up and prayed up and all that good stuff.
Yeah, got to.
Right.
Just trying times.
Wow. So Mr. Dipmore, who or what inspired you to become a comedian?
Well, back in like the late 80s, right after I got out the Navy, that was right around the time that Robin Harris was on the come up. And I was living in Long Beach, and Robin used to come to this club every Tuesday night called Miss Wiz. And, he would bring people from his little entourage around. He might have, like Jamie Foxx might be with him, Martin Lawrence would be with him, Ronaldo Ray, Louis Dix, them guys, he would bring them down. But he would always be the headliner every Tuesday night. And he used to get on stage for like an hour and just clown. I mean, it was good to be in an intimate setting. It wasn't a big place. It was a regular bar.
Right.
And so, I used to say, I can do this. And so a couple years later, Def Jam came out. And I was saying to myself, they got a format for Black comedians only. I said, I got to find out where it is at. I got to get in this lane. Because I knew I could always, because I was always a clown. I knew I could do it. I just needed the avenue. But I never thought about pursuing it until after I saw that there was a lane to do it. Because I've always been a clown. And so I finally built up the nerves, and I went down to Birdland West, which at the time was labeled the hardest Black comedy club in the country at that time. That's what they called it. They said, if you can get out of Birdland, you can go anywhere. And Birdland was rough. I ain't gonna lie, it was rough. It was rough. It was like the West Coast Apollo. But I did okay. I ain't gonna sit here and say I tore them up, but it gave me the courage to keep going, and that's how I got started. It took me a couple of years between Def, because I didn't go right after Def Jam came out. I waited like a couple of years before I decided, finally make the move, but I did.
Oh wow. Well, thank you for serving, for us, fighting for us.
Thank you.
So thank you for that. And so how long have you been doing comedy?
Okay, you remember me when I first because I'm on my second go round. So, I'll just break the years down. I started in 94 and I had basically stopped, I'm going to say 2005, right after I taped my last comic view. Because that was in 04. So I stopped in 05 and I came back in 15. So I took 10 years off. So let's see, 05 to 94 to 05, that's 11, 16 years. 16 years total.
That's cool.
16 years with that 10-year gap.
Okay. Well, within those 16 years, some of the places you have performed other than Def Jam and all those, just...
No, I never did Def Jam. A lot of people think I never...
Don't go do it.
Huh?
You was trying to get there to do it.
No, oh yeah, I definitely was trying because they were still out at that time. But they cut it out. Right.
You had made it. You would have made it all the way because you are hilarious.
I appreciate that. No, you know this game. This game is competitive though.
And you know what I learned, Al, a lot of times, say for instance, Def Jam, Comic View, and whatever going on. A lot of these comedians, they won't tell you about it till the deadline to pass.
There you go, because they scared you gonna beat them out of the spot. They ain't breaking bread like that. Exactly.
Like,
they won't
wow.
Won't tell you about
show. Get in stuff or whatever, ma'am. I'm sorry, the deadline was yesterday. They didn't tell me about it till today.
Showcases, auditions, they do that.
We was at the Bay Area Black Comedy Competition and Festival. I'll never forget it. People I thought was my good friends. They in the competition. It's getting close to their time. I'm showing them my phone, the light on my phone. I'm hollering out their name. I'm doing everything to keep them from going over. When I tell you, it's like they turned their back when it was my time. And just so happened I was recording it on my phone, so I know that I went 27 seconds over, but at the same time, if y'all had had me like I had y'all, I wouldn't have never went over. And the light that I saw, I thought that was my light. So I finished up the joke I was on, but that happened to be the second light.
Oh, so they penalized you for that. Huh?
Right. So I did like 4 or 5 times. I got to go look at my paperwork. But anyway, that's why I told Mr. Tony Spires, Mr. Fruition, that I didn't want to compete again. I wanted to be either a judge or somebody that's sitting on that panel to talk to the up-and-coming comedians, So I didn't want to come back and compete. That's what I wanted. So he said we're going to make it happen, but by him being a very busy man, sometimes stuff slip your mind. So I ain't going to say he didn't want me to do it. Something just made it slip his mind or something. So. And then that don't mean he won't call on me at another time because he got a lot of love Miss Arkansas too.
I have never done that competition. I have never even got the information. They did it this year.
Yeah.
It should have been over, but the pandemic hit, so they discontinued it. They told them they'll bring them back, after everything clears up and we go back to normal.
Right.
But they did. They down for the finals now.
Yeah, I think my boy Skill Huston, I think he made it to the finals this time. I remember.
I know Mario Hodge and Andre Bailey in the finals. I know that.
Okay. I remember one time we did it, me, Skills, and all of them, and I had a room, so I let some of them tell you, comedians, we know how to make it. So I let him, Insane Wayne, and I forgot who else came in my room with me. And Skills, he didn't make it to the next round, so he treated me like I was a hooker. He left a couple of dollars on the nightstand and just left. He was so upset that he didn't make it to the next round. He left and came on back home.
Was he living in Vegas?
Just stayed for the whole competition. But I was like, wow.
Hopefully I get in next year. I'll try to pull some strings and talk to some people.
Well, normally I hear about it every time they getting ready to have it. Actually, I kept asking Mr. Tony when they was gonna bring it back because comedians kept asking me like it was my competition. So he said I was the reason why they really just went on and did it again because I kept telling him about all the comedians they wanted to do it.
They should have brought you in and do something. They
Right.
if you got that kind of influence over comedians, bringing them in, they should have gave you something to do.
You right. I feel the same way, but oh well.
That's the game. That's the game.
Right. But so you've been doing it like 21 years. You've been okay, let me ask you this question. I ask every comedian I get on here. Do you ever get nervous when you get ready to get the mic, or would you call it something different? Like I say, me being nervous is like going a 85 and a 60 and the police get ready to pull me over and I know I'm finna get a fat ticket. Then I get hot, I can't breathe, my legs shaking, oh, I'm about to have a heart attack. There's nervousness to me. Now, before I take the mic, I feel like a little adrenaline coming over me, like, oh my God, I'm finna go out there, ooh, and I hope these people accept me or whatever. But at the same time, I say me a prayer before it actually my time. So whatever I was feeling, it go away once I say that prayer. So do you feel nervous or do you feel some kind of way or explain it?
I get that way if I'm up there and I feel I ain't hitting the way I should be hitting. That's when I get nervous and concerned. Because now I'm wondering, am I getting ready to die up here? You know, that's when the concern. I'm fine hitting the stage. It's when I get on there is when I get concerned. That's when I get the butterflies. Am I going to connect? I usually can know, depending on how much time I got to do, but I usually can know within the first 2 to 3 minutes if I'm going to make it out okay. You pretty much can tell how the set going to go after about, because if they're going to receive you, they will have received you by the end. I mean, you know.
You right.
I'm one, you know, unless I'm getting paid, I'm not going to stay up there and fight with the audience all night if I ain't hitting. And I'm not going to blame the audience because my material ain't hitting. It's not their fault.
You right.
I was taught that at a young stage, you know, don't blame the audience for your jokes. If you didn't hit, accept it, get on off. And so, you know, that's the path that I take. If I see I'm dying and it's not, if I'm not on payroll or something, I won't stay up there and stretch it out because I'm not going to kill a whole show trying to be selfish.
You right.
You know, I'm not going to be that selfish. That's being
I don't
selfish.
like when a comedian then finally got a big laugh and then they thinking they finna get 2 or 3 more of them and that was the only one.
That was
you know what I'm saying? Not big and ain't no more. You done got that one. You better get on out from up there.
Exactly.
So they forget about that one, you know?
Quit while you ahead, exactly.
Right. Wow. So, like I was saying to Funny Lady, you know, and all the rest of my guests, I tell them about it, how comedians do their little push-ups and jumping jacks and sit-ups and fight with the air and duck to the wall. And I mean, a lot of them go through stuff, y'all.
They got their pre-stage rituals. A lot of cats got it. A lot of people got it.
Right. So anything in particular you have to do before you go out?
I just do the same thing. I don't know if you ever caught me or you watch me or what. I do the same thing. I just drop my head, give it to God, and I take the stage.
Come on now. And that's what I told them. I said prayer work every time.
That's all I do. That's all I do. I give it to
God.
I drop my head, tell him look after me, and I go and do what I got to do. That's all I do.
And a lot of them don't believe me, Al. You know, like I be in that green room and be 4 or 5 of us in there. I say, hey, I'm getting ready to say a prayer. Y'all want to join me? Y'all don't want to join me? Y'all don't have to join me. Then a few of them will join in. Then you might have 1 or 2 of them say, I'm an atheist. I don't believe. I said, well, you can gladly get on out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But I said, well, you welcome to leave out, you know.
I love to do shows where somebody blesses the show before the show. I'm still going to do mine for me, but I love shows like
that. But what I like about it, or should I say what I noticed about it, them that was in that circle, they had a real good set. Them that said they didn't believe, they went out there and their own people wasn't laughing at them.
Oh, well, there you go.
I said, maybe if they had a prayed, they would have got some laughs.
There you go.
Yeah.
Pray to a high power if it ain't God or whatever you worship, whatever your choice of religion is.
Right. Wow. So have you had a heckler? And if you have, how did you deal with it?
Yeah, I've had quite a few. I've had a few. It's been, different situations. One time I just let it go because I didn't want to, I looked at the crowd and looked at where I was. I'm like, I'm not getting ready to come up out here fighting. I already died. Let this death go. Take this death. Let it go. They paid their money. I wasn't funny. I know I wasn't funny, and let it go. And a couple of times I've come out on top. Sometimes if you dying, sometimes the heckler will bail you out. If you're good, if you try to come back over, they will bail you out. I've had a couple of hecklers bail me out and get the crowd back on my side. So it has worked both ways for me. It's worked both ways.
Wow. Is it anything that you won't joke about? Anything or anybody?
That's a long list, Miss Arkansas, because there's certain things. I don't joke about women being raped. I don't joke. What is another taboo subject for me? Rape. I may say a word or two, but I don't get into bits about domestic violence. I don't get into that. Child abuse. I don't belittle anybody's religion. I may talk about things I see about it, but I would never down anybody's religion. I would never do that. Those pretty much.
Or disabled.
Pretty much subject. No, I would never do that either. Now I have a joke about a friend of mine that I grew up with who's handicapped, but I do it out of love though, because we embrace him.
You can tell when they'll laugh when it's funny. They know when you're really trying to down them or whatever.
No, because I embrace him, because every time I go home and he know I'm at home, I got to take him somewhere. He got cerebral palsy, so he can't drive. So when he know I'm home, I got to drive his ass some damn where. If it's to the club or somewhere, I got to take his ass some damn where when I'm home. That's just how it is. And I do it out of love and out of respect, because we all grew up around one another. I had talked to the family about, because, he got cerebral palsy, so he can't enunciate like you or I. So I talked to the family.
I was blessed to interview someone with that about a week ago. And that interview really touched my heart, and it was so special to me that he a comedian, and to see him still going regardless. And he hilarious, and he say Sinbad is his mentor.
Oh, but, really?
A lot of time people get sick or be disabled, they pretty much just give up. But like I say, to see him study going, that make me be like, if he could do it, I could do it.
Exactly. He got the willpower and the courage. But like I was saying, I told the family about the joke. And I said, y'all know I ain't got nothing but mad love for him. They said, no, we know you and me no harm. I said, I don't. I would never talk about him in a belittling way. I'm uplifting him.
Right.
Like a buddy of mine. That I uplift him.
That's cool. Where's my piece of paper? I had some more questions. Let's see.
I got a question for you when you get a moment.
Oh, Lord, okay.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with the person.
Do you always tell original jokes?
Original as far as my own? Yeah. I live in LA. You got to be original. I ain't got no choice.
Well, me personally, I tell 98% of my jokes are mine. The other 2% would be somebody like Red Fox. And
somebody historic.
Right. Then I go out there and I say, y'all know what? I heard dead people. They start laughing at that. I say, Red Fox just told me to tell y'all this joke. I do it like that. I don't do it
That you do
against
it
mine.
in third person. Exactly.
Right.
That's clever. No, most of my stuff is original because I always live by, because when I first started, I used to see comics literally damn near fight over jokes. I'm talking about literally damn near get to swinging.
Right.
And I said, you know what? If you be original, nobody can, whether you die with it or whether you blow up with it, it's yours.
You're right.
So I like to live by that philosophy. I'll sit down all night wrecking my brain on a joke, on a subject, rather than to go look on the computer to see who did, because it's not you, it's not original. So
Right.
that I've always tried to uphold that.
A young lady interviewed me. She said that wherever she was from, it was a comedian out there telling one of my jokes. She said, that's Miss Arkansas joke. She said, I went and Googled you and looked you up, and I saw that you had been telling that joke for many years. She said, and this young man just started. I told her, I said, you know what, sister? I got so much to be concerned about right now other than a joke thief. My thing is, they ain't going to tell it like me.
Did you know him?
No.
You didn't even know
I had
him?
comedians ask me, can they, like if they doing a clean show and the few clean jokes I got, there's a Miss Arkansas, can I please use that joke at this show I'm getting ready to do? I said, I don't care. I don't care.
I remember back in the day, I hadn't done TV yet. And I'm gonna leave the names nameless, but a comedian out here in LA, he had taped Comic View. And me and him been working together, and I ain't been nowhere. I ain't been nowhere but the 2 or 3 clubs the whole time. I'm just running the gauntlet. I hadn't even done nothing in the Inland Empire at that time.
Right.
And this comedian came up to me, he said, hey, do you know a comedian named such and such? I said, no. I said, why? He said, man, he went on TV. He said, he got a little twist on it. He said, but it was yours. The premises was yours. He said, it was a couple of, I said, really? And I looked at him and he killed it. I said, yeah, he seen me. He seen me. And the sad part about it, the comedian is funny. That's all I'm gonna say. He's funny. I like him. I like him. But he got me.
A lot of them that's funny will still use some of your stuff,
Oh, let me tell you something. I know a comic, traveled the road, done been on TV, done been on film and all that. We was doing open mic. He would come to open mic and he would watch us. And he told us one night, he says, I'm gonna take that. He said, you ain't going nowhere with it. I might as well take it to Cleveland. Yeah, oh yeah, I ain't gonna say who it was. You know him. You know all these characters, but I don't want to put that thing. You know him. He said, he said, I might as well take this to Cleveland next week because you ain't gonna use it nowhere. I said, man, you cold. But that's our game. That's the game we play in.
Then jumped up on me. You can get over there and sit down. I'm doing an interview, sir.
What breed is he?
Hello. Shih Tzu mixed with something. My friend texted me what he mixed with. I'm gonna have to look at that and quit saying with something. But I love him. Yep. So he just want to come over here and get up under me, but he'll be all right.
I like that backdrop you got.
You know what? When me and my boy JT Turner was doing that show in Hesperia, California, and then James moved me to San Jose, and our last show that we did together at Tequila Hoppers, and all my not Tequila Hoppers, it was just called Tequila something in Hesperia. But anyway, all my a lot of my comedian friends and fans, they all signed that for me, wishing me well.
And you kept it. That's
yes. And my other backdrop I had for the 12 weeks, I said this week number 13, I'll take that down and put something else up there for now.
That would be a good backdrop for a regular comedy show.
Right, because you can see it lightly, but
I like that. I like that backdrop.
Yeah, all the Arkansas signs and stuff. Now I did that part myself,
but that's yours, and it's all as people decide. That's unique there. I like that.
Right, let them take pictures beside it.
Exactly. You can use it as a step and repeat, a backdrop, multiple, and it's yours.
You right.
It's yours.
Well, brother, I don't know what all I'm gonna do once this thing over, but as long as it's going on, I ain't doing nothing.
That's what I was gonna ask you. They ain't got nothing going on over there right now. Nothing.
Well, actually, they do have comedy shows going on. My boy Kevin Davis, the Marina Comedy, said he'll be out here to do something somewhere.
You know I know Kevin.
Right, and AD been out here. All of them been out here doing it at different places. But
really?
My thing is, all of them hitting Miss Arkansas up asking me to come. And I'm right here with them, and I'm not doing it. You know?
Going out?
Yeah, man, I go to the store, wherever I got to go and come up.
I ain't mad at you.
I have to bring up Mr. Mo Williams again, a comedian, and I pray he hit me up soon so I can interview him. But we talked on the phone, and he said, you know, how people say, man, you better get that money. You're going to be broke, this and that and that. He said he told him, I've been broke before, but I ain't never been dead before.
Mo is from a couple miles up the road from me.
Okay.
Yeah, Mo from Tuscaloosa.
Wow. But like I say, I love what he said. You know, I've been broke before, but I ain't never been dead before.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, so you can get some more money, but if you die, who to say you gonna come back?
Right, exactly. Well, I did my first public show Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Stacey Taylor's room and did the Sugar Shack. I know you done heard about it.
Hold that thought. This dog eat my damn credit card. Hold up.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna beat his ass. Go get in your cage. Come on. Get your ass in that cage. Get in. Yeah, I hear him chewing his ass out. That's my Medicaid card or whatever card it is. He done chewed the hell out of it.
Whatever it is, it's yours.
Right. He better glad he ain't chew up that $20 bill right there.
Yeah, that was my first show in the public.
Where now? I'm sorry.
At the Sugar Shack.
Where that's at?
It's in LA. It's on Imperial Highway right off of Western.
Oh, okay.
It so used to be a regular.
Was they social distancing? Was they masked up? Was they
people was wearing masks, but they a little bit, not much. They was advertising it, but you know, once the folks got in there, they did what they wanted to do. Like
the store across the street from me now, Walmart, our neighborhood Walmart here. Now, I was over there earlier today, and the man at the door, he was turning people around. They had to at least go to their car and get a mask or go on back home. But they was not letting them up in there. But now, over there at the Family Dollar store, I was getting upset seeing different ones in there without a mask on. You got this sign on the door, big as ever, but you constantly letting them come in. If you're going to let them come in, you might well take that sign down.
There you go. Take the sign down.
Because if not, I'm going to report you to the law and you're going to be fined because you lying.
I talked to my buddy in Vegas today. He said they about to shut things down. He said all the casinos aren't back yet.
No, all of them ain't back up, but at the same time, watching the news and stuff, they are talking about closing a lot of things back down because first of all, they did open up. It ain't that they opened up too soon, but at the same time, all these people that, say for instance, Donald Trump had millions of folks with him at a rally that he had. Then all the millions of people that's all around the world fighting for George Floyd and all this other stuff that's going on.
Bringing it to other people.
Right, a lot of these people ain't got masks on and all that and social distancing. And I went to the doctor today. They had 2 chairs with paper and it said, don't sit in them 2, sit in the other one. They did that all through there.
keeping
But
you
then they
safe.
got a line. They got people in front of you, but that ain't no 6 feet. So I was sitting there, I was like, man, ain't nothing wrong with me. When I was feeling kind of down, that was almost 2 months ago, and my appointment just now coming up, and I'm okay. I went and told that lady, I said, I don't mean no harm. You can reschedule me. And she said, well, I got one. I say, you got anything early in the morning? I want to catch them when they first open. So she said, I got 8 a.m. July the 2nd. I said, hell, that's in a couple of days. I don't want it that early. And she started laughing. So she got me back in August or something. But who to say I might cancel that one too? Ain't nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
One man was outside on his motorcycle. He said they told him he can't return to work until he get tested. And he said ain't nothing wrong with him. He don't feel sick or nothing. He said this is just what his job requiring of him.
Why is he fight? I got no problem taking the test if I have to. I got no problem.
Well, I wouldn't mind taking it if it was some other way they was taking it, but I'm not finna stick my finger all the way up my nose, so ain't nobody else finna stick nothing all the way up my nose damn near to my eye.
Well, I remember when Big Lou took him and his wife, they drove over there to take their test. They just swabbed inside of your mouth. That test. Now, the one you talking about, I know about the one where you go all the way to the back of your nose. But this was just a swab, and they tested it.
Well, maybe them swabs, the one they doing in your mouth, maybe one or the other ain't working. Now, I have to do a little more investigating. I'm not sure because Dr. Foskett or whatever his name, he said a lot of I can't pronounce that man now. I called him Fuxy the other night. But y'all know who I'm talking about. But he said a lot of them tests was inaccurate.
See?
So they don't know for real, you know?
Well, the thing of it is they say, you know, if you got it, you're going to know it in 14 days. It ain't going to last too long.
And even if our brother D.L. Hewley, watching that video and seeing that man, I thought he was having a light stroke or something, you know?
Oh, yeah, when he fell out of that chair, down in Tennessee.
Yeah, and then the man hollering, I got you, but let you hit your head real hard. What did you have? His pocket? What did you have? You didn't have him? So I'm thinking he was going to come up with a concussion or something, but then he wake up talking about he got the virus.
Yeah, when did he announce it? What, the next day or two?
Yep. And then his son was on Instagram. He said he has it too. He said, but he wasn't shocked because his father had it.
Yeah.
They said, what is it? What is it when you ain't got it that bad? Whatever.
Asymptomatic.
Yeah, they talking about they got it like that. But I think if you got it, you got it. Somebody was breaking it down saying that if you got it at that level, that's mostly like the HIV. And then if you full blown, you got AIDS. Like, wow.
No, we just got to take care. I wear my mask. I wash my hands. I try to avoid huge crowds. Biggest crowd I go to now is the grocery store. That's about it.
Right. I told a man today, I said, is you 6 feet? He started laughing. He said, I'm sorry.
You got to be careful, man.
Yeah, I don't care how big my booty is. You can get up off of that, brother. 6 feet.
It ain't worth dying for. That attraction ain't worth dying for.
For real. Yeah. You know, I wasn't in a relationship before this happened, and I sure ain't looking for now. You know, if I was already in it, it'll be different, but I'm okay.
Yeah, it's going to be, that's why I was telling a couple of single ladies I know, it's going to be a long screening process for y'all.
I'm good. I can think back on some of the men I done had in my life and get wet just thinking. I ain't gotta have them. I can just think about them and get moist, as they say. But to be honest with you, brother, that's the last thing on my mind, you know?
Yeah, sometimes that ain't your priorities. You got other priorities.
Right, my main concern is staying on this side of the ground.
This side of the dirt. That's what I want everybody to do. We'll get it right. We're going to get it right on stage. We'll get it right.
And after this, whoever he is, he gonna find me. And guess what? God said, when you find a wife, you find a good thing. So that's what it's gonna be. Me and him going to that chapel. He ain't gonna just get me. No, we
Don't
gonna
rush him. Don't rush him.
Come on, we're gonna die together.
Make sure it's right. Make sure it's right.
Yes, I ain't gonna play with him. We kiss, he gonna have to put a mask on. You better get you one with your lips on it, and mine gonna have my lips on it. Bam, there we go.
Give him 14 days.
Yeah, he can come in here for 14 days, and I guess he get in the closet.
After 14 days, you can kiss him.
Look, he can come quarantine with me. I guess he'll get in the closet because hell, I ain't got but one bedroom.
Give him 14 days. After 14 days, if he ain't coughing and you ain't seen him, you know he all right. Then you can that eliminate that part of it.
Right. Yeah, he can come quarantine with me.
But if he disappear and shake the spot within 14 days, that's the question.
Oh yeah, go on, get rid of him. What other question I want to ask you? Oh, do you find it hard being funny when you're in a bad mood?
No, not now. You know what? That comes with development, because back in the day, I did. That's why I stopped, because I was going through so much personal stuff, you know, with the ex-wife and all that. I couldn't take it to the stage. I didn't know how to do it. And other comedians used to tell me, you know, that's the best time to go to the stage. Channel your energy on stage. I didn't know how to do that then. Now I can do it because I'm in a different place in life now. So it's easier. Yes, I can do it. Yeah, I can do it. You got to separate the two.
You right.
You know, when you go on stage, you're a performer. When you come off, you whoever you are. You got to know when to click that on-off switch.
That's right.
Yeah, you got to know.
Been some time. I done had some stuff on my mind, and I deal with it all while I'm in the green room. They be knowing something wrong with me, you know. But like you say, once you get that mic in your hand, it's time to bring that down and bring that comedy up.
It ain't about you no more. It's about the people now.
Right, a lot of time when I do my comedy or whatever, regardless of what I'm going through, that make me feel better.
Yeah, it's a relieving feeling.
Right.
Regardless of what you're going through, it's a relieving feeling.
I wrote some stuff down for you.
Did you?
Yeah. Where's the most dangerous place you ever done a gig at?
Ooh. I'm trying to think, because I got to start eliminating some stuff. Shit. Oh, let's see. Damn.
Or the worst place. How about that? Do that make it better?
Worse as in not
God, the venue, the people, the
worst place I ever did comedy, let's see, it's got to be, ooh, that's a good one, Miss Arkansas, because I've been in some
why you think I tell you mine?
It might be mine if you swear. We might be thinking along the same line.
Shout out to my comedian friend Linda Marcus Smith. She liked doing comedy for the veterans. Anyway, it was cold outside. She said that she was booking me and the Marine of Comedy, Kevin Davis. So I had a rental car. I went and picked her up. Kevin driving his own car. Okay, Kevin said, he called me. I was at Wendy's getting something to eat. He said, Miss Arkansas, where you at? I said, at Wendy's getting something to eat. He said, man, I can't find this place nowhere. I said, where you at? He said, over here parked by this bank. I said, okay, stay there. Here I come. I put the address in my GPS. It takes me directly to Kevin. So that's the address. So she get out the car. She get her little jukebox and microphone. Walk over there to the bank window, plug it in. We up under the drive-through at the bank.
What?
And she said it was for the veteran. Every time I saw an old person, I tell Kevin, I said, Kevin, here comes some people coming to see us. Man, them people getting money and going on about their business. One little man, I thought he would come and he told me get the hell out the way so he can get some money. A police kept circling around. I said, Kevin, man, you better go for it. They think we doing something to this little old white lady. I say, both of us black, she white. I said, we got to get away from here. But me, her, and Kevin, we kind of stood over to the side, told each other jokes. Kevin said I ain't worth nothing because I told Kevin, because I was supposed to be in the headline. I told Kevin, you could be the headliner now. He said, Miss Arkansas going to tell me I could be the headliner. So we all did our little few minutes, me, him, and her. And what I love about her, though, no matter if didn't nobody come, didn't nobody show up, she still paid us what she said she was paying.
That's, you can't, that's
right. So that's why we went on and told jokes to each other. Like we getting this money. So what was yours?
It's got to be somewhere around here in LA, man. I can't even begin. I done been, oh man, I done went through some garbage before. Worst, okay. I won't say, I won't call it as a dump, but I will say as a crowd. And it made me grow as a comedian. But back in the day, when they used to do comedy at the Townhouse, oh man, woo, it was bad. It was rough. It was rough. They didn't have no love for a young comic at all. You was young, up and come new, and you didn't have no TV credit, they ain't want to hear you. They did not want to hear you. Didn't want to hear you. And they just made life rough on you. They just made it rough the whole night until somebody they knew, recognized, come up on stage. And it may not have been that funny, but because they got a reputation now, you know, they laughing at them. And they don't have to work as hard to get to the laughs because people know them. Right. If they don't know you, you here struggling. Where I would probably at the time, I might have been my roughest. That's probably going to be the worst. And I ain't blaming the host or nobody. It was just that crowd at that time. You
right.
You know, when I was young.
Sometimes, a lot of time it can be the crowd, and then a lot of time it can be us, you know. So that's why when I get ready to do my comedy, I go to God and I ask him to allow those people to receive me, allow me to receive those people. Right. You know. Well, then I just have to trust that he did just that and go on out there and do what I came to do. Matter of fact, I asked him to go out there with me. I might get a couple of curse words in, but he's still right there with me. The crowd was equal opportunity rejectors, so I knew every night I was there, I wasn't going to be the only one that got grief. I knew I wasn't going to be the only one. So regardless of when I went up, first, second, whenever, I wasn't gonna be the only one got grief. That was guaranteed. Wow. So so you've been doing some skits, or is that you know doing what? Some? You know Andre. Yeah. Andre from the Bay Area. Yeah, you know me and Andre and Dwight the Barber. We've been doing this show every week called Barbershop Comedy. We do it at 6:30 every Saturday. We're not doing it this Saturday. We got like a 13, 14 week run. You know, it's been doing pretty good. What is the hell doing in that bush? What it was, you know, I do a joke about having to sneak out the house being married. And one day, that same outfit that you saw me in, Andre said, Al, he said, that's the perfect outfit for this skit I got in mind for you. I was like, really? He said, yeah. He said, that joke is a skit, bro. He said, you just don't stretch it out long enough with me in the shop. And he said, you don't realize the potential of it. He said, but I can turn that into life. See, Andre going to film school. So he's being real creative with his editing. He edits the show. He's being real creative. If he stick with it, he's gonna be all right at it. He got the savvy. He's good at it.
So he said, man, we're going to shoot this skit at your house. I want you to wear that same outfit. And he directed the whole thing, and he worked me through it.
He did an awesome job.
He worked me through it. He did a damn good job. I said, man, that is a great job. He did a good job.
Wow, I'm going to have to hit him up. He's going to have to think of something for his sister.
Well, yeah, you need to talk to him because he, you know, everybody help one. He's trying to go down that lane also.
I'm going to reach out to him and interview him too.
I tell him you
put
want to
me
interview
on many times when he was down there with Regina and them at the
yeah, before he moved down here. Yeah,
that's what he's doing. Right.
Yeah, I tell him.
Okay, yeah, I love
I
him.
saw him yesterday too. I see him all the time. I see him about 3-4 times a week because we're sitting around and talk, come up with a business plan, talk about our show, you know. Because since he's been down here, we done got tighter since we've been doing that show. You know, we've been doing that show since March. And so now we the White wants, which makes sense when it opens up a little bit, we doing a show next month in a room. It ain't a big room, but we're not gonna be in a barbershop.
Right.
So, you know, it's slow baby steps. You know, they want to keep that barbershop comedy concept, you know, but they also want to branch out with it too. I said, you know, I'm with it, man. I said, you know, we done picked up a few followers. Let's just see where it go. I mean, you know,
right.
It ain't conflicted with none of our creative differences. You know, we all on the same page with it, you know, and we ain't getting paid out. We get paid through Cash App, so ain't like nobody negotiate no deal, you know. Everybody yell out their Cash App. You get hit. It's just that. That's how we do it.
That's why I love whenever I'm doing comedy. If I hear that little notification button, I say, well, Lord, somebody sent me something.
There you go. And
I'm going to put me a post on Facebook. I'm going to say, let God be a blessing. Let God use you or something. And put my Cash App on there. And if I figure I got 5,000 friends on there. If each one of them give me $1, I have
$5,000.
Come on now.
$5,000.
$2,500 if they decide to give me 50 cents.
50 cents. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm telling them, let God use you.
There you go.
What you think about them virtual comedy shows?
I haven't sat in and watched any. I heard from a collection of people. To me, somebody was saying the best one going, it's like an open mic format. They say Rodney Perry has a good one. They say if you come in the room, you know, if he got time, he'll put you on for a couple minutes to let you spit. They say Rodney runs a good one. But I haven't really watched but a couple of them. And they've been okay. You know, we did that one we did, but that kind of was like what we do in the barbershop because we do it at that Birdland with Regina and Donna and them.
Right.
But everybody was in the same place though. So to me, really, that's almost like a show. Because we was talking into the computer and we had a couple people out there in the audience, you know, Regina's mother and all them. So it was really like a show. So it might have been virtual as far as the platform, but it wasn't virtual. It was like a real show to me.
Right.
The only limitation that you had was you're not dealing with a big camera that's really filming you, so you got to stay in a limited space. That was the only drawback.
You right.
That was the only drawback. Other than that, it worked.
Well, I like it myself, you know, if that's what I got to do.
Hey, that's what
it'll never take the place. Right, it'll never take the place of the stage.
Mm-mm.
But at this time,
this is what
it is. And I did one on YouTube with some more people. My boy Monty Cruz and his brother Bo Knows out of Vegas. And that was a good show because people were sending me money. But you just see the people comments on the side. You don't see them or hear them. But the one I like the most is like when I do them on Zoom. You know, because like it's me and you right now, but I can hold up to 100 people. And I did a show and they was from like around the world. But the only thing I don't like about it, and I'm going to stress it when I do another one, either they going to do it or they ain't got to enter in, you know. But my thing is, if I tell you a week from now I got a show That give you a week to figure out what wig you gonna put on if your hair ain't done.
There you go. You got preparation
If the brother ain't had a haircut, that give him a chance to get a haircut or put a hat on, do something.
Exactly.
But I need to see your face and hear your laughter. That's what makes a show. Not just your name and your camera turned off and you muted.
Yeah, I don't like that muted crap.
Yep. So, we have a show. That's what we need. We need people that's going to come in, don't have a problem showing their face. If you got 10 years, look 10 years older since the coronavirus shit, you going through something. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you'll get it.
It is what it is.
Come on now. We ain't going to talk about you. Don't even worry about that part. We going to come on there and slang them jokes and have a good time and get off of there. It ain't about talking about who all we see on there. Wow. So let's see. Some of the places you have performed. Did I ask you that?
No.
Okay. Give me some of them. Some of the places you have performed since you've been doing your comedy.
Atlanta, Birmingham, Alabama, Memphis, Tennessee, Wichita Falls, Texas. Wow. Where was that I went? Where wasn't number white people? Well, it was some black people stay. It is right above. It is in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Okay, Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Vegas. Davis Mountain, Arizona. Well, Tucson, Arizona.
Some of everywhere.
Tijuana.
Oh, wow.
Tijuana, yeah. Tijuana, Mexico.
Wow.
Then, of course, up north, Oakland, Fresno.
Bay Area.
So, I've done a couple places, here now. I'm trying to branch out more now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to branch out even more.
Well, brother, that's gonna happen once all this stuff die down. Cause
I gotta get
the news right now. They say California, Arizona, Texas, and I forgot what the other state I wrote down when I was watching the news, but a lot of them, the numbers have risen, and that's because people want to go to the beach. They want to hang out. They want to do. That's just like a lot of them gonna throw down Saturday for the 4th of July. But you know what? They ain't watching the news where a lot of these meat plants been infected.
Yeah.
But they gonna go out and buy all this meat, and then a lot of they people gonna end up getting sick. God forbid. I pray don't none of them pass from it, but they gonna at least get sick from it.
Yeah, they closed our beaches this weekend. They said no beaches will be open this weekend. None.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the president, he's so twisted in the mind. He said, slow down on the testing. Cause he done took all these tests and found out that a lot of these people really didn't have it, but he said they had it. And I don't know why he want to slow it down now. Now is not the time to slow it down. So
no, it's not. Well, hell.
So if you get a stomach ache and you go to the hospital emergency room, you gotta ask them to test you or be almost dead for them to test you. They ain't gonna just do it no more.
He went to Oklahoma and 8 people around him caught it.
Yep, he got it. He just ain't made the announcement. That man sick, he gotta be sick. Ain't all the people around you sick and you ain't sick?
I'm telling you.
My dog sneezed the other day. I was getting ready to put him out. But I called the vet and they said by him being one of those dogs have to sniff the ground before he use it. He said something had gotten up his nose. Y'all better tell me something. He was getting out of here. If I don't get me sick, ain't nobody or nothing else gonna get me sick.
There you go. You gotta take care of ourselves now. I mean,
right.
You gotta be extra careful now. That's just all it is to it.
You right.
That's just all it is.
So, anything else you want to let the people know before we get off of here? Did you ask me whatever you said you were going to ask me?
Yeah, I was asking you, how's the market over there right now?
Oh, about them people. I thought you had something that meet me, but no.
No, I told you about that personal. I told you that. No, I wanted to know how the market is because I don't know, things might change. I'm coming over there next month. So I want to try to stick my head in a comedy room somewhere over there because
Well,
I
I
don't
know
know
they said Jack Slammy, he doing comedy. John Hilder, he's doing comedy, the Hilarious Seven. Who else? It's a few of them. Pretty much just go on that Vegas comedy page and you'll pretty much see.
Yeah, I'm a member of the page.
Right, who out here doing it or whatever. But my thing is, like if you lead a horse to some water, not just a horse, any animal, any person, you can't make them drink that water.
That's true.
So all I can say is, regardless of where you go, just be careful.
Oh yeah, you got to be.
You know?
You got to be. Yeah. Matter of fact, you the one opened me up to the Vegas market. You probably don't remember that. Remember I hit you up back here a couple years ago and you turned me on to Shannon and I went over there and she put me on the show. I was on the show with AD and then she brought me back as a headliner. Then
Shannon
I did
the Queen, my girl Shannon the Queen.
Right? Yeah, you hooked me up with her. You turned me on.
Wow. Man, I be looking out for everybody that I can.
And I appreciate everybody. That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do.
You right.
We be looking out for. We have the shows. We be bringing that.
Right.
That's how it works. One hand shake.
I love hearing my boy Kevin Davis, the Marina comedy. I like hearing his story. He told him, he said, a friend of mine and his, I didn't know him, but my friend knew him and his friend knew me, the same man. But anyway, I had, when I was doing the show at the Improv in Ontario, Jeff came over there and he said, I got these two comedians I want you to meet. They were Raheem Mitchell and Kevin Davis, the Marina comedy. And I didn't ask them for no video or nothing. I said, come back next week, I'm going to put y'all on. And I put them on. And Kevin always talk about how I didn't know him from a can of paint, but I gave him a chance. And by giving him that chance, that man been somewhere everywhere, and he's hilarious now.
He working. You talking about Jeff from Victorville?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, old Jeff. I remember I had got booked for a big old show in LA, and I was coming from Ontario. Me and my friend Simone, we just riding. A tire was going down the street in front of me on the freeway. I said, where that tire come from? Hell, it was my tire. Yeah, it came off. So I called Jeff, and Jeff came, and Jeff used his AAA card and got us back to the house, and the people towed the car.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I told Simone, I said, where the hell that tire come from? It just came past us going.
Yeah, y'all got to be careful out here. My sisters, y'all, we be putting y'all on the road grinding, man. Y'all got to be careful, though. We pray for y'all.
You right. That's why I try to at least take one person with me,
You have, as a female, you have.
Not there's no anybody. I give me a fighter, somebody that's gonna fight.
yeah. Well, if you gonna look at it like that, I understand. But
But you know what, brother? That's like a lot of comedians. They won't do bringer shows. I don't do bringer shows. I told them you gotta look at it this way. Don't look at it as a bringer show. I look at it as them people I'm bringing with me in case a fight break out. I got some help.
Ain't nothing wrong with bringer shows as long as you got the right concept.
You right. And you should want people to come out and laugh with you. My people might not find you funny.
As my only thing of it is if some people make it a requirement, they ain't gonna put you on unless you got
so many
people in the audience. You might be one or two heads short. Come on, give a person a chance. They tried. They tried to meet that number.
I hate when they
I've
say
never
you
done a
charging
bringer show.
$15 and we gonna give you 5 out the 15. No, that's backwards as hell. You
You've done
get
shows with me.
5.
I have never told a comedian you got to bring X amount of people to the show or you can't do the show. I ain't never done. I will never tell a
If you
comedian
don't tell them that, that's when they really gonna work on getting them some people with them. They won't even trip. They'll ask people anyway. That's just like saying a 2-item minimum. If you don't tell a person they gotta buy 2 drinks, guess what? They gonna come in there and drink till they get tired of drinking.
Exactly. You know, I tell people, tell some people if you can. I'm not asking you because I look at it like this, Miss Arkansas. If I'm booking the show, I'm promoting the show. That's my job, or whoever's backing me. That's not your job. You're the artist. I'm bringing you in to do the show for me. And you're doing me a favor.
I'm gonna bring some people, but when I get through doing my comedy, guess what? Everybody else people gonna be my people.
Exactly.
They come to me, Miss Arkansas, oh my
Exactly.
God, can I get a picture with you? I said, sure, why not?
But see, we miss you. We half-ass pimping you. But in a good way, though. Because we love you. We were pimping you. Because me and Big Lou, every time we do a shot, say, man, you got to bring Miss Arkansas. She got the biggest following in the damn Inland Empire, and she funny. You need to go and get her.
Right.
I think I had, no, I remember when Lou told me he had met you. I said, man, I've been trying to tell you about her for the longest.
Yeah, go Lou.
Years ago. This was years ago, Yeah, we supposed to do
him and his wife out here to Vegas. Well, he
I
brought
remember
his
when he
wife,
came out there.
him.
I remember when he went out there at that theater. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna go out there and support, but something came up. I couldn't make it. I was just gonna go just for the hell of it.
Right.
I love comedy, so I was just gonna go to watch the show, but I couldn't. Something happened.
That's what you was gonna do, but if you had showed up, you already know I would have gave you 3 minutes if it had to been 3 minutes of my minutes.
But I wouldn't have pressured you to do that.
No, you wouldn't have had to. That's just how I do.
But the thing of it was, I got sidetracked. But see, I support people with rooms.
Right.
I don't have to go up on your stage every time I come in your room.
You right.
And I'm not gonna nag you. You tell me, Al, you going up tonight? I'm fine. If I'm in there supporting, I'm in there networking 9 times out of 10. I ain't trying to blow my cover. Getting on stage. I'm trying to network, rub elbows, build camaraderie. It ain't always, you don't have to get on everybody's stage every time.
Right.
Yeah,
that's like out here in Vegas when I go over to the Blue Martini. Them people, they get so excited like they see Whitney Houston walk in or something. Oh my God, Miss Arkansas, you going up?
They were still
I
doing
said,
that.
No, I ain't on the show tonight. And it looked like they just sucked a lemon. But then the promoter hear this, hear all these people talking to me or seeing them talking to me. Then they'll come to me, Miss Arkansas, you want to do about 5 minutes? And I go on and bless the stage with 5, but if I gotta do 6, you gotta pay me.
Is Sparkle still the promoter?
Yeah.
I guess she done threw my tape away or whatever. I can't get over there to save my life.
My last big show was with her. She had put a big show together. It was me, Damon Williams, Just Niece, Ricky Burns, and Sweet Lou Collins, and my boy, that dude Donnie. That was an amazing show.
That dude Donnie.
But it wasn't packed all the way out, and the people didn't laugh as hard as they should because they had already heard about that virus, so they were kind of scared to laugh, thinking that if I laugh, that's gonna get on them. That's gonna get.
That time was gonna hit. So
they were freaking out. Yeah. So we knew. Exactly. Damon even announced that night. He said, "Y'all can get ready. This is the last show." And then the show is the mess think it was the last show.
That dude Donnie, that's my boy. We was in Portland. Donnie from Portland. I met his family when we were up there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I met his. He got a good family. They good people. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that dude, Donnie. He a good dude.
Yeah, I worked with him in Vegas, and then we ended up bumping back into one another in Portland, and he happened to be. It was for the festival, the Northwest Black Comedy Festival, and Donnie from there. He came home that weekend, and they had him on one of the shows.
Oh, okay.
And so all his family came out, and then we hung out afterwards, and I got to meet his family. Me, him, let me see, Jay Devon was with us, and that was it. Just and then Donnie's family.
Wow.
Yeah, but Donnie's family cool. That's my boy though.
Yep.
Yeah, I like Donnie.
Well, Mr. Dipmore, is there anything else you want to share with these people that we haven't already shared?
Just want to tell them right now, if they looking, support Barbershop Comedy. It's on the Facebook platform. We do it every Saturday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. We do it on LA time, 6:30. We have a hell of a lineup every week. We're not doing it this Saturday, but we're coming back on the 11th. Dwight the Barber is the host. Andre Bailey and myself are regulars, and we have a variety of comics coming in. There ain't no telling who may pop through. We've had some hell of a shows in that barbershop. You'd be surprised. Right. We have had some hell of a shows in that little barbershop. I mean, dude, we had funny lady. She been there. She did it. She did it. She came and did it.
Tell him to hook up Skype. That way he can Skype a comedian.
We had to talk offline, see how we do that, because
right, yes.
We've been having technical difficulties. People will be watching. We'll have a crowd all engaged, and then next thing you know, the signal get dropped. But see, we told the DJ he need to quit playing the songs too long, because Facebook, you can't play songs that long like that.
Right.
And after so long, they're gonna cut you. Well, guess what? When the DJ started just scratching with his own scratches, they didn't cut into the show no damn more. So we told DJ, that's what you need to do every damn Saturday. Just scratch. Let us tell the joke. We can deal without the music. We ain't in the club yet. We got to deal with the situation.
You right. Yeah, they said they getting ready to shut all these clubs and bars and stuff back down too.
But in California, the rule is now is if you serving food, you can stay open. But if you just a plain old bar, they ain't open no bars yet anyway though. So
right. They already know the folk gonna get in there drunk and take them masks off.
What are they doing it now? I was just somewhere all night and they did. I was like, man, I got to go. These people look like they got the corona, Zika, and every damn thing else. I got to go.
One of my Facebook friends, she was down at the Fremont Experience the other night live. Them women down there half naked, they dancing, them fellas all around them, and the fella got a mask on, but it's under here. They ain't got it on here. And your speaker's not working. Please check your connection. Do you hear me?
Yeah, it's kind of coming through. Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, I don't know what they talking about.
I hear you now. I hear you real good now.
Oh, but the women was dancing naked like they do on Fremont, and then the guys all around them, they were 6 feet. They didn't have, the ones that had masks on had under here, so it's like not having it on. They all was packed up. It was just sad to see. Yeah.
We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this.
So I say, even though Vegas wasn't on that list, watching stuff like that happen, that let me know it's gonna be. And then I said, the old white lady with 2 shopping carts full of water, I said, that heifer knows something. I said, let me get me some more water. She knows something, getting all that water. So I said, let me get me some more. Yep.
Follow the wise old lady, huh? That's what they
right.
tell in the South. Follow the wise old lady.
Yeah, they talking about another wave of what we just went through. Well, we ain't went through it. We still going through it. But another wave of it.
Now hindsight being 2020 though, if you look at it, I think they kind of let things open a little too early. They should have tested more before they opened up. I think once they seen the numbers go down with just a limited amount of tests, they said, the hell with it. We opening it back up.
Right.
And guess what? All them states that thought they were doing good in the beginning, those are the ones worse off now.
Yeah.
Florida, Texas thought they was doing good, thought they had it under control. Guess what? This second round, boom, they getting killed.
Right.
They tearing their ass up now. They ain't got enough beds to hospitalize people.
Yeah, they said they just said about LA too, about they ain't got no hospital beds and stuff.
Yeah, LA getting bad. LA, and it's going up dramatically worse than what it was the first time.
Wow.
Because what the other day, around the country, they reported something like 40,000 some cases. That's a
Jeez.
lot. One day.
You're
That's a
right.
lot.
And not counting them millions of folks that have lost their life.
Exactly. You know, it's
I
sad,
think
man.
what's really going on, Donald Trump said, one order, one law order, whatever he called it. And in order to have a war, say for instance, if I'm having a war with you, and you got a whole lot of soldiers helping you fight, and I got a lot of them, but I don't have as many as you. So my strategy is to try to take out many of your people as I can. Then me and my people can win this fight. So I feel that's what he doing, trying to take out all he can before he can really do this one order or whatever it is, because he know, like some movie I was watching, I forgot what it was called, the people, they catching something, they fighting, they doing all kinds of stuff. Check your speaker, use a different speaker. I ain't got no damn different speaker.
Your speaker acting up again.
Let's see.
You muted.
Unmute me.
Yeah, you unmuted now.
Lord Jesus. That just be a sign when they go to tripping. We gonna talk about Donald Trump and want to mess up.
Exactly.
But yeah, them people fighting all them polices and stuff and breaking in stuff, they already doing all that now, but it was like the whole town. You know, he figure the more of us he take out, the less, the smaller the fight gonna be.
Exactly.
We gotta use what God have given us, and that's our own mind to sit and sit down.
That's right.
Yep, God say, be still and know that I am God. And like I told him, y'all crying about working, guess what? Even though y'all ain't working, God is still working. You just gotta trust him.
And he kept you here.
Yep. Wow. Well, my brother, this been fun.
It's been real. I really, hey, sis, I appreciate this. You know I do. I got mad love for you. You know that, as always.
Right.
As always.
I'll be sharing it on Facebook, and then my audio, it'll be on like Apple Podcast, Spotify, Anchor FM, and different ones, but I'll make sure you tagged in it.
Okay, I'm gonna hit you up before I come over there and find out what's cracking, see if I can stick my head in somebody's door.
Okay.
I'll be over there like on a Sunday and Monday. That time. It won't be on the weekend. It'll be on the back end of the weekend. So I'll let you know ahead of time.
I sent a couple of spies out to see what's going on, because I ain't going.
You gonna send some scouts.
Right. Yeah, I ain't going, but I'll send them. But yeah, just let me know, and whatever I find out, I'll let you know.
And you keep doing what you're doing and take care of this platform, and proud of you.
Thank you so much. That means everything.
All right. You stay up now.
You
take
too.
care of yourself over there.
You too. Thanks.
All right. Okay.
Peace.